Alright, so lately I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook about women asking where all the good men are at. Uh, you know, I gotta say something about this at this point. I mean, I finally gotta open my mouth about this. I can't keep quiet about this anymore. Reason being is because, you know what? The definition of a good guy in a woman's point of view is a guy who will listen to them at the end of the day, which is understandable. A guy who will care about their every needs, which is understandable. A guy who will treat them right, which is understandable. A guy who will be dedicated, which is understandable. A man who will never cheat and is always honest, which is very understandable. And a guy who will never overreact to a situation and instead thinks everything through with a calm and level head, which is understandable. And of course, as always, the guy who isn't only concerned about sex and actually loves her for who she is, which is understandable. What is not understandable is the fact that women also choose to ignore when they have a guy like that. I'm speaking on behalf of all of you men out there who are the good guys who constantly get burned. You know what? This video may seem like I am just a guy who is bashing women, as somebody once told me I'm being a misogynist. That was funny. Anyways, I'm not being a misogynist or misogynist, however the hell you pronounce it. I really don't give two shits. Anyways, right now, I'm just addressing one topic. There will be a follow-up video with me blasting the men out there who have created this stigmatism for the male race. Well, not the male race, but for males in general. So right now, we're going to focus on women because you know what? This has been irking me for a little while. For all you men out there who know you are the good guys, for all you men out there who know what I'm talking about, I'm telling you right now, you're not alone, and we're going to deal with this right now. We're putting this on the table. Enough of this shit. Getting sick of it. So number one, for all you women who can't find a good guy, stop fucking complaining. I'm sick of hearing your complaints that you can't find. You want a good guy, then why don't you start looking at the ones you have around you? Because I seem to think that they care so much about goddamn personality. They care so goddamn much about how he treats them and what he does for them. And guess what? You ask them, you're like, oh, so who's your best friend? And who's a male, by the way. And they're like, oh, he's my best homie. You know, he treats me so good. They describe exactly what they're looking for in a good guy. And they're like, oh, he likes me. And then you're there like, okay, so now what's good with that? Like, you're gonna get with him? And they're like, nah, he's my best friend. You know, nah. They start making excuses. Because guess what? They try to get all self-righteous about it. Like, you know what? I want a guy who'll do all this for me, but they just completely ignore adding the, oh, but I want a guy who looks good, a guy who will look good around my arm. They ignore all the parts of what they want to get out of it too. Not just the good stuff, but they don't want to acknowledge the fact that, you know what, they're as shallow, if not even more shallow than us guys. At least us guys are not afraid to admit, you know what, I want a girl who looks good. I want a girl with a nice fat ass. I want a girl who, when I take her into bed, god damn it, she can do more tricks in the damn Cirque du Soleil, you know? Like, at least those guys will admit it, but I'm getting sick and tired of you women out there asking for a good guy and not also adding the parts showing that, you know what, you just are as frivolous as us. You're not fooling us men and you're not fooling your friends. So please, can we just be honest? You know what? For you women out there, if you're looking for a good guy, I bet you right now you have one male friend who likes you, who treats you the way you want to be treated. So either shut up and get with him, or tell him, I don't want to be with you because you just aren't my type. Because you're not sexy enough. Or XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3, that's as easy as love should be. Whatever the hell you want to say to him. At least say that. But you want to know where all the other nice guys are too? Because now, here comes the side effect of not being able to open your goddamn mouth and say what's really on your mind. Because now, that poor bastard over there who's in love with you, who spends all his time trying to talk to you, who is there for you to listen to your goddamn problems at 1 in the morning while he's trying to get some shut eye, that same guy who's madly in love with you keeps getting burned by you. So then what does he do? He goes, fuck it. Fuckit. Fuck it. You know what that means? It pretty much means he goes, why am I doing this? Why? Why? Why should I care? You know what? At this point, I see all my boys out there, they're being complete dickheads and they got girls and they feel great about their life. And here I am doing the right goddamn thing, and this girl is treating me like I'm a goddamn option on a list of features her car can get. That she's gonna go, do I really need that? Well, you know, and I'll skip. So we're not like women. We just go straight from I'll do it to I don't in a heartbeat because we don't have time for that shit. We really don't. So what does he do? You know what? Screw putting your heart out there. Screw wearing your heart on your sleeve. Screw trying your ass off to be the perfect boyfriend. And go out and do you. So that's what happens to about 80% of the good guys. They end up going out there and just doing me. In other words, they go out there, they hit it and quit it, do all sorts of things. I'm not making excuses for guys who have been like that from day one because Lord knows, you men out there watching this video who are right now shaking your heads going, yeah, this nigga's right, yeah, this nigga's right. You know what? Shut the fuck up. I'm telling you right now, just shut the fuck up. Because you know half of you are guilty of never even trying. So well, I don't want you women to think I'm bashing you only here. I'm just being straight up, saying it like it is, calling the shots. And you know what? That's just how it is, you know? Us men, we just give up, you know? Why should we go through all the effort of, not effort, but why should we have to go through all of the heartache of trying to be with somebody you absolutely love, you give all your time to? You give her the world, you give her your attention, you give her your sympathy, and she turns around and treats you like shit. And not, maybe not necessarily like shit, but she just doesn't acknowledge it. But then she turns around and dates all of the jerks. Guess what? Who won at the end of the day? Did you win? Hell no, you didn't win. Because guess what? She's over there with you. You want to be with her. You'd kill to spend a day with her and even kiss her lips. And she's over there with her lips on his. Well, let's not get too explicit here. It might be little kids watching, but you get my point. I can't take this. I really can't take this. I'm getting sick of watching all my best boys. Like I hang out with guys who you know coolest dudes ever. And as much as you know what, we talk a lot of shit. We do. They're all good guys. They really are all good guys. They're just waiting for that one chick to come along and actually realize, oh shit, he is. Let me treat him like he is. So, I just wanted to put that out there that for all you women looking for the good guys, turn around and look at what you got right now. Because I'm telling you right now, physical beauty ain't shit. You women out there who care about how a guy looks, I have a secret for you. Want to know what that secret is? Your ass is gonna be fucking ugly in 30 years. You heard me. Your tits are gonna be somewhere around where your navel should be. Those bags on your face, oh man, you're gonna have more bags on your face than Pathmark on Black Friday. You ain't gonna look that good, sweetheart. And guess what? By then, you'll just be a used paper bag. Where men will just look at you and go, maybe that's not the case. You know, some of you will still look cute. You'll be milfs. For all I know. I'm just saying it very straight up and very harshly. I'm exaggerating it a bit because I need to drive my point home. Looks ain't everything. Same goes to you men too. You know what? You're gonna notice that your six pack suddenly became a bag. You're gonna notice that you got hair coming out your nose. Trim that down, all of a sudden you got hair coming out your ears. You notice that your body's starting to fall apart, bro. You know, your muscles ain't looking as tight as they used to be. But guess what? Personality is what matters. So women, stop looking for the perfect guy and start looking for the guy who tries to be perfect. Because nobody will ever be perfect. No guy ever will be perfect. And no woman will ever be perfect. But I guarantee you right now, for all of you women looking for that good guy, he's sitting right there next to you. Well, maybe not sitting right there next to you at this moment, but he's there. You know his digits. You know you pick up the phone right now, he'll answer. He's there. For all of you who don't have that yet, trust me, he'll be there. Maybe give him a try. Take a risk. Who knows? He might just end up loving you a lot better than any other guy will. Yep. gotta say, he's right there. Just reassuring you, he's right there. And to all you guys out there, to all you brothers who, you feel like she'll never notice, hopefully, maybe you should show her this video. Please. Maybe open her mind a little bit. Show her that, you know what? I'm right here. Well, not me personally. You. But you're right there. You're right there. You're sitting there showing her this video. And I want her to know right now, for you, my brother, I'm going to let her know right now. That same guy showing you this video, he's showing it to you for a reason. Because he's trying to tell you, I can do you better than any man out there because I love you. That's what he's trying to say. He's right there. May not be the most attractive guy on the block, but then again, it's not like everybody marries their Brad Pitt or their Mila Kunis or, whatever celebrity you like to stay up at night and fantasize about. Sure, you may not look like that, but you damn best believe that if you ever ended up with that guy and you came home, he'd be running up to you faster than a dog coming to its master. He'd be at night holding you when your breasts are like pendulums in the grandfather clock. He'll be still holding you like if you were 18 years old on your first night getting to sleep together. I'm telling you, he's right there. Pay attention to him. Stop looking in places for a good guy where you're not going to find him. And start looking where you already have him. Alright, can you do that for me? Please? Please? I'm just asking you. That's all. Just look right next to him. He's there. Alright? Take care.